Hey everyone, this is Derek, and I'm concerned about climate change. I wanted to let you know about a new article that came out this week in the Journal of Glaciology. The article highlights research showing that we are now seeing unprecedented retreat in glaciers in all regions of the planet. It shows that we are at a historic minimum for the amount of glacial ice that's covering the planet's surface. And it also shows that the trend is accelerating and that we are seeing completely unprecedented rates of glacial retreat in the first decade of the 21st century. It's another red flashing light that shows that climate change is here and we're seeing the effects now. One thing to keep in mind is retreating glaciers aren't just a symptom of a warming planet, they actually cause a feedback loop that causes the planet to heat up faster. Because when you lose glacial ice, the albedo of the planet actually decreases, and albedo is just a fancy way of saying how reflective the planet is. It means that we are less able to reflect the sun's heat back into space, and we retain more of it here. And it's really easy to understand. Just think about it. Which would absorb more heat, the white surface of a snowy glacier or the brown of the ground, or the blue of the open water? And that's easy. The things that aren't white are going to get hotter faster because they absorb more light. The other reason that people are so concerned about these glaciers shrinking is that glaciers and sea ice and land ice on the polar regions are kind of capping off a further catastrophic effect that could follow on, which would be a catastrophic release of methane into the atmosphere. Ice in the polar regions acts like a cap and a protective shield on permafrost and on methane hydrates in the water. It's much easier to warm those things up and thaw them without that sheet of ice on top of them protecting them and reflecting the sun's rays back. And so we're risking a really catastrophic runaway effect where the sun's rays come in and heat up the ground or the undersea floor, or they heat up the water, and that warm water mixes down and heats up the methane hydrates on the seafloor, and we end up with a burst of methane into the air that causes very short-term, very intense increase in temperatures that could really wreck the planet for human life on it. So see the links in the description below if you want to see the full article. I'm also going to include a link to an article that I think gives a good summary of the study if you don't want to read the really wonky sciencey version of it. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and if you have already subscribed, please share this video with your friends, because the more people that know about it, the more people that can be motivated to action. So please subscribe, share it with your friends. We'll see you next time. Thanks.